rest issue regarding Jimmy sitting the other day, Kyle sitting tonight. What goes into that process that leads to those decisions?
Yeah, each decision is different. Jimmy was just coming back, and the back-to-back just didn't make sense, particularly with the travel. And as we all know, and we're all aware, Kyle's been logging quite a few minutes, and we're pushing, and trying to make up some ground in this season, but we also have to be responsible. We have to be smart, and his load has been pretty heavy, which he can handle. He likes it, but again, we do have to be responsible and think big picture as well.
Regarding Gabe's injury, is this something that's going to take time, extended time for it to?
Not extended time, no, but we don't want game on, game off, that kind of situation. So he's definitely making progress. Pretty soon he'll be day to day.
And then regarding the offensive numbers, it's easy to point to three-point shooting, but what are the different layers within the offense maybe that you feel like may have contributed to the step back in the three-point shooting? Yeah,
I just think overall our flow, our rhythm, the consistency of that has been a little bit up and down. Some of that, to be frank, has been the rotating lineups and all that. And we're not making an excuse for that by any means. So we're just, trying to work at it and get guys more comfortable, get guys in rhythm, and understanding what we're trying to accomplish, and then how each guy can help, the next guy get an open shot. And we'll get there. We're all aware that the overall offensive rating doesn't look awesome, but there's times where you can see a vision of what it's supposed to look like. We just need to do it more consistently.
Spo, I know you're not going to see everyone from the Clippers tonight, but the fact that they have 7 guys who can score, put it on the double-digit level, how do you try to corral as much of that as you can?
I see so many similarities, with us and the Clippers. I don't think it's a coincidence that we both have the same point differential. Both teams have been dealing with, rotating lineups. They have great depth. So I tend to watch them, whenever I go home, the West Coast games, but for some reason I gravitate, to them. And they've had different guys step up, when they've had guys out, and those guys have gained confidence, and they've been able to have big nights. Paul George, right after the game last night, he made it clear that he was playing in this game. So obviously we'll have to be prepared for him and also, his aggressiveness and assertiveness tonight right from the get-go.
Hi, Coach. Jamie Maggio with the Clippers. What is it that you see in Ty Lue that's made him a successful coach in the NBA?
Look at his experience. Look, he's been on a lot of really good teams. He's been a part of great teams. He understands, at the highest level of how it all works. I think all of that matters. His playing career, he was part of great teams. And then after that, as an early assistant, part of great teams and a lot of different experiences. I think everybody knows how sharp he is, how sharp his mind is for the game. But, I don't even know how many years he's coached as a head coach, but you're talking about 25 plus years in this association. That's a wealth of knowledge and experience that he's able to bring to the table. And then he's a top flight communicator and manager of personalities.
It's kind of been, one step forward, 2 steps back for a variety of different reasons. But when you're looking at the film over the last couple of games, what are the things that you guys are trying to do to just sort of string together a few wins in a row?
Yeah, I don't think we can talk about we're going to go on a run of 15 straight. We're trying to get this game tonight, and today's shoot around was just about who's available and let's get this group feeling comfortable, and that's where we are right now, because we do have some moving parts. So each game, we have to understand what our identity is. How can we get to that more consistently, and then with this group, get the group playing comfortable, confident, in rhythm, things of that nature, and then build on that. You stack good days after good days. I thought we had a really good morning. That doesn't guarantee anything. You're just trying to stack habits, develop, the right sense of purpose, together, and you just keep on building from there. Despite what the last the 2 games were, there were a lot of good things that were happening from the 3 weeks before that. And so we just have to get to that and do it way more consistently. We understand what wins, but I think it's also just as important to understand what gets you beat in this league. And there's some telling things in the last 2 games that those are things that have gotten us beat this year. Okay, thank you.